Oh, Ron Boone's got music in the background he likes. We've got smiles all around. The Utah Jazz pulled off the Washington Wizards 83-76, or the Jazz finally administered their will on this one. I'm not really sure what this was. As I said when we closed, we're not putting this one in the National Archives. We're certainly not putting this one in anything that's got Smithsonian's name on it. And frankly, if the aliens ever come, Ron, and they see this and know that we call this entertainment, they're going to think we are a very strange society.
Well, one good thing, the Jazz will go home with a victory. Now, will they have smiles on their face? Probably not. But at least they won the basketball game. And like I said earlier, I think Coach Corbin is not happy at all. I mean, he made a change, and the change didn't look good at all.
No.
I mean, they looked very poor. As a matter of fact, the front line, that big front line, did absolutely nothing in that first quarter.
So what do you do?
Well,
if you're Coach Corbin and you try, the old lineup was not working. That's really clear. So you try this new lineup and you get outscored 15-2 to start the night, and you don't really look great to open the third quarter either. Now what?
I think you have to stick with the lineup and give it a shot. And then again, it just depends on the team you're playing. I mean, you can start that big lineup and think that, okay, this is going to go for about 5 or 6, 7 minutes, and then I'm going to make some changes. But I think you need to stick with it, give it a shot. It was very effective last year. So, yeah, man, I tell you.
Well, the crazy thing, Ron, is while the big lineup didn't work, the two guys that got benched, Gordon Hayward and Marvin Williams, to me, looked dramatically better. Marvin Williams played the 4, and we saw a different guy. He was rebounding, he was active, and the rebounds, to me, what the rebounds did is got him near the ball. Like when he's playing in the way our system is at the 3, if we don't move the basketball, he's just not in the game. He's not even engaged, really. He's just running up and down the floor. Gordon came out. Frankly, Gordon was as selfish as I've ever seen him. It was almost, knowing Gordon as well as we do, it was almost uncomfortable to watch.
Well,
it was strange.
And David, that was the thinking there of Coach Corbin. He did say that with Gordon playing with that second unit or another unit, that he would have the basketball in his hands, and he thought that he would be more effective. I don't have a problem with him looking to shoot the basketball, especially coming off the bench, because if he's going to be that spark, if he's going to be that guy that's a threat to have a big night or go for 30, so be it. But at least he's not deferring to someone else when he can actually get the job done.
Gordon had 15 points, 13 in the first half. Big Al did take over the game in the third quarter with 17 points in that third quarter. But if I'm going to single out what won this game for the Jazz, it was just unadulterated hustle and kind of force by Derek Favors and Damari Carroll. And those two guys, it wasn't about execution. It wasn't about a loss. They just created extra opportunities, extra possessions, and extra plays for the Jazz, and that made a huge difference in this game.
A poor team, and a team that does not shoot the basketball very well. I'm talking about the Washington Wizards. That means 60 rebounds for the Jazz, 26 of those coming on the offensive glass. Damari Carroll off the bench had 5 offensive rebounds to go along with Favors and Paul Millsap.
I'm not sure we've ever had 5 guys with 4 or more offensive rebounds.
Well, if you're going to go that way, then you got 5 guys, with Mo Williams and Al Jefferson having 5 offensive rebounds there as well. But the team they only shot 21% in that fourth quarter, so it was a lot of rebounds to get, and so the Jazz were able to do it.
2-2 out of the road trip, which frankly, to me, what that means,
you should be happy with it.
You didn't kill
yourself. Are
yourself.
You happy?
No,
right,
they're not playing
exactly,
well.
Exactly, right.
And you didn't kill yourself is really what it comes down to. You could have had the way they were playing, they were on the edge of a catastrophic road trip. Is that it wouldn't have been season ending or anything like that, but you walk out of this trip 1-3 with a loss in Toronto or a loss here, and you really are concerned about who you are as a basketball team. I think there's still a level of concern, but you've still, as Ty talks about gaining momentum, they've put themselves now in a position where, heck, if they can all of a sudden beat Houston, beat Sacramento, then they've won 4 out of, then all of a sudden you've won 4 out of 6, you've won 3 out of 4, you go get one in Sacramento, you now won 5 out of 7, you have a big game against Denver, the crowd's rocking, oh my gosh, they're hot, they've won 6 out of 8, you didn't, who knows, but...
being able to survive November was something that we were all looking at the beginning of the year. Why? Because traditionally the Jazz have had more home games than road games. For many years it was like that. Now with all the road games this year, we're just talking about survival, and because the Jazz obviously are very, very good at home, and just being able to survive November was going to be the key.
How come every time we do this, my tie's loose, my jacket's off, and you still look as clean as ever?
David, you can't. Well, I better not say that.
You guys can all try to figure out.
You can't hide class, baby.
Okay. Can't put lipstick on a pig, right? We're in D.C. Got to use those references.
Yeah.
All right. Jazz go to 5 and 6. We look forward to seeing you Monday. Thank you very much for catching the postcast. Have a good Sunday, and I'll be back with you Monday for the tip-off. And we'll be back with you Monday. I'll have Coach Phil Johnson with me. Ron will be looking like class on TV.
You got to love it.